Hello, my super Sagittarius, and welcome to your weekend energy reading. This is just a general reading, so please do take what resonates and toss the rest. If you haven't had a chance to check out your other readings on my channel, please do so. Also, please do like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, all that great stuff. Definitely drop a comment. Let me know if you enjoy this. I would love to hear from you. It helps me grow my channel, and it means a lot to me to interact with you. That's a big deal for me. That's why I do this, and so hopefully you will enjoy this. We don't do reversals on this. I'm going to use a typical tarot deck for your reading. Your challenge card will be a typical tarot deck, and I will use 3 oracle decks to kind of elaborate on the end. So let's get started and just see what you've got going here, and hopefully your weekend will be pretty exciting. So let's see what we got for you. All right, so we've got the Six of Swords rather. And so that lets me know that your week this week has kind of sucked, to be honest with you. I feel like many of you are feeling like you need to just get the crap away, right? Like you've either had a stressful week, you've had a combative week. I feel like for a lot of you, maybe you are going through some things with people, but for whatever reason, I feel like you just feel like you need to get away to a safe space. You know, maybe you need a weekend away. Maybe you need to go to somebody's house that is a trusted friend, family member, and just spend the weekend. But you feel like you just need to kind of new venue, right? New surroundings. You're not happy right now. I just feel like this week has really taken its toll on you mentally, emotionally, that kind of thing. I do see the King of Wands here. And for some reason, this makes me feel like somebody of authority in your life who, has a lot of, authority over you, perhaps, could be a boss, could be a significant other. And again, gender is neutral in tarot, so this could be a female figure as well. Just because it's king does not mean anything. But I do feel like this is somebody who has caused you some strife. Okay, so this could be, a significant other, it could be a boyfriend, girlfriend, somebody who's really kind of put the real stress for you this week. Maybe it's somebody you're having, strife with. Maybe you've had a breakup this week, or you're kind of on the outs, maybe not a breakup, but kind of a break, not a breakup, but a break, and you're just like, I just need to go be with my friends, my girls, my guys, my whatever, this weekend. This could be a boss for those of you that have just had a work week and they are really just giving you absolute flack, left, right, and center. They're blaming stuff on you. They're putting too much work on you. They're taking credit for the stuff you do, that kind of thing. But I feel like this is a person who kind of has had an authority over you, or has the power over you to really ruin your day. Let's just be frank. And they're using every opportunity here with this Wands to do that, right? I feel like, and it's not something that it's because you're letting them do it. It's something that they're just doing, right? It's not like it's your fault. It's not like you're like, oh, I'm letting them have this control over me, It's not that situation. It's more just like, dude, can they stop, right? Can they just lay off this week? I've had enough. I feel like I'm taking it left, right, and center. I feel like when it rains, it pours. It's kind of been that week for you. And it's really stressing you out here, because here I see the 9 of Swords. I mean, you're literally losing sleep over it, right? So I feel like for you, really and truly, this is what you want to do more than anything, is just run away. And I think that's probably the best option for you. Not permanently, obviously, but I think it's a really good option, okay? If you have a really close family member, a really close friend, somebody that you really enjoy spending time with that isn't too far away, or that you can go see, to really just kind of have that downtime, somebody you can vent to, somebody you can chit chat with, somebody you can trust to kind of really have your back, and, just let you kind of, vent, cut loose, what have you, and just kind of get away from it, not think about it for a while. And 2, if you don't have someone like that, if there's someone that if you're a person who's just like, I literally have nobody, what am I supposed to do with my life, right? Maybe if you can just do a staycation, I know that's not something everybody can do, but it is something that I've had recommended to me before from people in the, psychiatric industry, who I'm not in any way a doctor or anything like that, but I have had them say, sometimes just being alone in a comfortable place, in a new environment, to recharge and refresh is very therapeutic. So, maybe if you've got a nice hotel down the street from your house, if this is a significant other, that, everything in the house reminds you of them. Everything there, or, you work from home and everything at home is just phone calls. You're still dealing with work stress while you're at home, whatever it may be, or the kids or whatever it is. You're not going to feel comfortable just sitting at home all weekend because it's just going to be constant reminders. But if you can go to, a cheap hotel down the street that might have a nice little, soaking tub and a different, atmosphere, and you could just put on a nice comfy robe and watch some TV in peace and just have time to yourself, play some soft music on your phone and, or one of the apps that kind of like do your calming or whatever, something of that nature. Those are very helpful. They really, truly are. At least I find them that way. Maybe, they're not for everybody, but for me, I find some of those calming apps to be very helpful. Then if you like the music, that's nice. If you like the guided meditations, just kind of soothing, relaxing, whatever. But just to kind of get your mind off of all of that that's been running, because I feel like you guys are really struggling here. And I mean, you just need a getaway, a moment away, a moment of peace, whatever it may be. And, however you need to get that, do your best to get it. And I know for some people, that's just not possible. I understand that. You have kids, you have lives, you have jobs, you have busy schedules, and I understand that. So if the best you can do is, locking the kids out of the bathroom for 20 minutes and trying to get a bubble bath, bless your heart. We've all been there. I have kids too. We've all been there. Try the best you can, but try to take self-love very seriously this weekend, okay? If you can. I think it's very important for you. Let's see what your challenge is going to be, as if you don't have enough right here, but your challenge is Ace of Pentacles. So with that, I do feel like with this King of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, a lot of this is feeling like there is some financial tied to this. So, whether part of it is that this person is making things financially difficult for you, a significant other, you're having fights about money, you're having fights about budget, or this is a work person, like I said, a boss who's really, they're not giving you your due raises, bonuses, Christmas bonus, whatever it is they've told you you're not going to get, and that's kind of weighed on you because maybe you've, Christmas vacation style, you've already kind of had it spent in your head. Now you're stressed out. What do I do? Whatever it may be. I do feel like an additional, as if you needed more challenge, but I feel like an additional piece of the puzzle here, challenge-wise, is financial. So I do feel like, that's kind of added to your stress. And of course that again will make it harder for you maybe to say like, okay, well then I can afford to take a little trip down to, my family's house or my friend's house, or, down to a hotel or whatever it may be, because, I can't spend any more money. I'm already having stress over this. But sometimes your mental health is more important than other things, because if you can't continue on, if you can't, if you're, put your oxygen mask on first, right? On a plane, right? Because if you can't help yourself, you can't help anybody else. You're not going to be able to see clearly to kind of try to, readdress the situation with a clean thought, clean mind, clean head going forward next week. You're not going to be able to address any issues that you have here if you're still so stressed out and you're dealing with sleepless nights. So add sleep deprivation into the stress and anxiety, and things will just get worse, right? So sometimes you have to weigh what's important. So this might be a challenge for you, is putting a little bit of money out, for some mental health break, a vacation, a staycation, a couple days away this weekend with a family member or a friend. But it may very, very well in the long run be worth it, just to rest, recharge, rebalance, re-energize. Because really and truly, if you keep trying to push this way, you're just going to get more and more stressed, and you're not going to be able to, really see through the haze of the problems to get to the nitty gritty, to fix what needs to be fixed, right? Because you're stressed, then you're working off emotions, then you're working off no sleep, and then it's kind of like, that's the perfect storm of like bad decisions, right? We don't want that. So let's go over here and grab This is the psychic deck. Let's grab a psychic deck card to kind of elaborate on the Six of Swords, see what it says about kind of trying to get away, get some peace, some safety, some security, some, you know, whatever it is that you need to get there. And mental conflict. I mean, it's telling you, this psychic deck is telling you that you've got to get away from this mental conflict. You absolutely have to remove yourself from it. And that includes, you know, if you're sitting in a house and you're having problems with the person that you live with, or the person that has been, you know, if you've had a split from somebody that you were living with and now they've moved out, and it's a constant reminder sitting in your house, you cannot sit there this weekend. It's just going to make it worse, right? If you know, you work from home, or you know your phone's going to never stop ringing if you're at home about work stuff, turn it off and go somewhere calming, okay? Because mental conflict, you have to get away. You have to save yourself from this mental conflict. It's only going to get worse if you let it, okay? This is not where you want to be. You want to move forward to something better, okay? And it's only going to get worse if you don't fix it, right? So take care of your mental health for sure, okay? But let's see what we've got on the King of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles here. And we're going to use the Guardian Angel deck. So let's see what the Guardian Angels say for you, or what help they might send to you, or advice on that. Hopefully they will be looking out for you on that harmony, okay? And again, I do believe that's exactly what they're saying here, is that whatever it's going to take to get you some harmony in your life this weekend, okay? Some peace, some calm, some, you know, where you can reflect, where you can have just a peace of mind for yourself, some self-love, some downtime, some calm, harmonious moments this weekend, okay? That's what you need to do. The expense, okay? If you're sitting there worried about the expense, even if that's what your fights have been about, even if that's what you're struggling with, okay? The ends will justify the means in this regard, because you have to have some harmony. You have to have some peace, okay? It's not going to help you to save a couple bucks now if it's going to lead to an emotional breakdown that's going to cause you to really blow up and end up losing everything in the end, right? Again, the ends will justify the means. I know that sounds very Machiavellian, which it is, but you get the gist. In this sense, it's actually looking out for your mental health, and that is of utmost importance, okay? So do what you need to do, even if it means spending a few bucks, okay? I know for some of you, I'm definitely sensing for some of you that that's been part of your strife. You know, maybe you've even contemplated leaving the job because you're like, I can't deal with these people anymore. I can't deal with this boss anymore. I can't deal with this company anymore. But, you know, the money is there. And if I leave, I'm going to be up a creek without a paddle. But again, is it worth your peace? Is it worth your peace of mind? And that may be something you need to contemplate this weekend. You need to have quiet space to reflect. Think about it. Again, if you have a breakdown, if you can't help yourself, if you're not putting your oxygen mask on first, who can you help, right? You can't help anybody then. So let's see, we're going to get a general advice card on this Nine of Swords, which is telling me that you are at the end of your rope, for real. I mean, you're at the point where you're like, I can't even sleep. I'm so stressed out about things. They're wearing me down. Whatever it is for you, and I've got a jumper here, so we're going to use it. Great awakening. Walk in your truth. Stand firm in your light. How can you trust yourself more? And again, this is exactly in line with this. You are dealing with grave mental conflict, okay? You're struggling and you've got to get away from it, okay? You need harmony. You have to have this in your life or things are just going to get worse, right? You're already stressed out to the point of ridiculousness, okay? So it's telling you, I mean, flat out saying, walk in your truth and stand firm in your light, right? How can you trust yourself more? You need to decide what it is that you need to make yourself feel more harmonious, more at peace. And if it means giving up money, if it means that you have to spend some money, if it means that you have to walk away from that job that pays you well, or that person that is affecting you in a way that's just too much, then you need to do that. But at the very least, for right now, you need to step away from the problem enough for a minute or two to evaluate it impartially at your own kind of peaceful pace. Put some thought into it and evaluate it so you can find out what it is that's going to make you the happiest, because that's where you're going to find your truth and your light and be able to move forward in the best possible way for you. Okay? Because no matter what, somebody who's causing you that much stress can't be good for you. Money is not everything, right? Okay? Especially if it's not giving you peace and harmony, right? Because that's something you can't buy. Okay? So hopefully this is something that'll help you at least think about things. And if it does, please do like, subscribe, share. Let me know if this resonates with you. I'd love to know that. And I hope to see you back very soon. Bye.